Good afternoon, everyone. So we have completed part 1, 2, and 3rd. We will discuss today dispute redressal mechanism and
Good afternoon, everyone.
institution.
So we have completed part.
So dispute redressal mechanism and institution. So what is actually dispute redressal mechanism? This is what is dispute redressal mechanism and what are the institution that deal with the dispute redressal mechanism. Okay, that we will discuss today. Before that, Biswajyoti, yesterday you have asked that when a law placed in ninth schedule is declared invalidated, the action taken as a result of this law shall not be open to challenge. Okay, listen. The concept is altogether started in IR Coelho case. The background story is this. You all know the concept of judicial review. Judicial review is what judiciary can interpret any law formulated by legislator, and judiciary declare a law null and void if it is unconstitutional. This is judicial review. Judiciary declare any law null and void if it is unconstitutional. The concept of judicial review is we have taken from USA the concept of due process of law. Due process of law, due process of law, or the concept of judicial supremacy. Okay. So what happened? The concept of basic structure. The concept of basic structure, it come in the Keswanand Bharati case. So the parliament said that before this, means any law made before this judgment Keswanand Bharati case, it is beyond the concept of judicial review. It is argued by the parliament. Okay. And what is the ninth schedule? Ninth schedule. Ninth schedule is that the government come out with ninth schedule by saying that any matter inside the ninth schedule, it is beyond the concept of judicial review. It is beyond the concept of judicial review. So arguing this, Supreme Court said no, the concept of judicial review is itself a basic structure of Indian Constitution. So the concept of judicial review is itself a basic structure of Constitution. So judiciary can review any part of the Constitution, any part, and judicial review is applicable to ninth schedule also. Clear? So any law, any amendment, it is, although it is happened before the Keswanand Bharati case. Okay, so if any law, any constitutional amendment before Keswanand Bharati case, if it violate the basic structure, it declare null and void. Clear? So your doubt that your doubt is now clear, that anything any action, if it violate basic structure of the constitution, it declare null and void, whether it is in 9th schedule, 10th schedule, any part. Getting it? So yes, everything, any law, any act, is under the consideration of judicial review. Be it clear. Okay, Keswanand Bharti case, IR Koilo case, you know this. So judicial review itself a basic structure of the constitution and it cannot taken away. So your second question is right test versus essence of right test. Right test versus essence of right test. देखो rights test and essence of rights test. I'm giving you example. For example, a particular right test, a particular right. Right to life. For example, Article 21, right to life. Right test. Okay, try to understand part. What is right test? Article 21 is your right to life. So in this right to life, your right to food, right to water, or right to clean air, basic right to medical treatment. If suppose states say, yes, I am giving you right to life, I will give you right to food, right to air, right to treatment, but not water. So the total concept of right to life will be failed if right test. Try to understand. It is a very big concept. Suppose government will provide you right to privacy. Yes, it is a right given to you. But everything that is connected to right to privacy should be given to you. Otherwise, it has no value. The concept has no value. So this is rights test. So you are given a fundamental right. So everything connected to the fundamental right should be given to you, subject to certain restriction, reasonable restriction. So this is rights test, that a particular fundamental right is given to you. It is foolproof or not. An essence of right test means that particular fundamental right impact of Article 21 on society. Impact of Article 21 on society. So, okay, I'm giving you example. Article 21. So, impact of right to life on a society. So, how it impact? So, in society, everyone has a right to live. No one can suppress anyone. No one try to threat anyone, kill anyone. This is impact. Right to food. Everyone has the right to food. It is not like that. Some people only have food and other are not. Or you cannot prevent someone to take water from a particular well or tube well. So a particular right, a particular fundamental right, the impact over society. For example, right to marry, right to marry, uh, it is a right to life and privacy included in this. So now the discussion in Supreme Court is gay marriage, gay and lesbian marriage. So if Supreme Court has given that right, yes, gay and lesbian marriage. So gay and lesbian marriage, yes, it come under your right. You can marry. No, the state will not protest you. Okay, so Supreme Court give this right. But if some lesbian couple or gay couple, they marry, but they consistently face threat in the society, that will impact, that come under right test. So when you give a right, you ensure that that person will enjoy that right. Rights test. And this gay and lesbian marriage, the impact it has over the society, we call this essence of right test. Is it clear now? It is essence of right test means impact of a particular right over the society is essence of right test. Next, your question is principle of locus standi. Listen, locus standi means what is your stand, what is your right. The concept of locus standi is ensured in PIL, public interest litigation, locus standi. So when you file a PIL, for example, when you file a PIL for every means for a mass, so the court may ask you that what is your locus standi, why you are representing this. Earlier in PIL there was the concept of locus standi, but now it is not. Now anyone can file a PIL for any group of people. The concept of locus standi is not there. But for example, your habeas corpus. In habeas corpus, yes, there is locus standi. So you said that illegal detention. You cannot say that Rama is illegally detained or Hari is illegally detained. So in habeas corpus, mandamus, yes, locus standi is there. Locus standi means simply what is your stand, why you are here. This is locus standi. So in PIL, no locus standi. Yes. And the concept of your last question, judicial review, it is suo motu or challenged by anyone, both. Judicial review, it is the court taken suo motu cognizance or it after challenged by someone. Both. So judicial review, suo motu, and it is challenged by someone. Both is applicable. Here. Yes. So today's our discussion is dispute redressal mechanism. Dispute redressal mechanism and institution. Dispute redressal mechanism and institution. Dispute that we can call conflict between the two people or conflict between two groups, conflict between two party, conflict between state and citizen, anyone, that is a dispute. If there is a conflict, we can say yes, there is a dispute. And dispute should be redress or solve. In public administration, we have discussed grievance redressal mechanism of citizen. So in grievance redressal mechanism, what we discussed, it is a basically dispute between citizen and administration. Citizen. And unit 9 we discussed grievance redressal mechanism of employee. So dispute between a employee and government. ଏବେ ଜାଣିଛ ସମସ୍ତେ ଅମଲା ମାନେ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରାଇକ୍ କରିଛନ୍ତି. Every clerical staff they want 40 to 100 grade pay. For this they strike, sit in strike. So that is what employee amala. So there is a dispute between them and the government. So the dispute is related to the grade pay. They want 40 to 100 grade pay, and for this they put strike and they are not working. So this is grievance dispute. When there is a dispute, your grievance arise. So when you discuss dispute redressal mechanism, so in your mind automatically it is come that court or judiciary. Court or judiciary, this is the primary institution or mechanism for dispute redressal. That immediately comes in our mind. Okay, judiciary, and we have public administration. We have discussed about administrative adjudication, or what we call tribunal. Administrative adjudication or tribunal. Okay, court or judiciary, administrative adjudication or tribunal. After this, we will discuss ADR, the concept of ADR. What is this? This is alternative dispute redressal mechanism. ADR, alternative dispute redressal mechanism, ADR. So what is ADR? I will tell. So alternative dispute, that means beyond court, beyond judiciary. Alternative, this is alternate to judiciary. This is alternate, different to judiciary. This is alternative dispute redressal mechanism. ADR, ADR, alternative dispute redressal mechanism. So in alternative dispute redressal mechanism, there are some technique like mediation, arbitration, conciliation, if you remember in personal administration you have discussed sometime JCM. What is JCM? Joint consultatory machinery for arbitration. Remember JCM, joint consultatory machinery for arbitration. This is arbitration. So JCM we can call it is a ADR, alternative dispute redressal mechanism, which is used by whom? The employee against the government. Instead of going to the court, they use this ADR, joint consultatory machinery for arbitration. ADR, this is after that there are some informal dispute redressal mechanism. Informal dispute redressal mechanism. लोक अदालत, नया नया पंचायत, ग्राम न्यायालय, लोक अदालत, नया पंचायत, ग्राम न्यायालय, फैमिली कोर्ट. This is some alternative informal dispute redressal mechanism. And we can say there are some constitutional and statutory body involved in dispute redressal mechanism. There are some constitutional and statutory body involved in dispute redressal mechanism. So what are they? National Human Rights Commission, State Human Rights Commission, NHRC, SHRC, National Commission for SC, National Commission ST, National Commission OBC, National Commission Women, National Consumer Dispute Redressal Mechanism, and as I say, JCM, Joint Consultative Machinery for Arbitration, CAT, Central Administrative Tribunal, State Administrative Tribunal, CAT, SAT, JET, Joint Administrative Tribunal. So these are some constitutional and non-constitutional body who are we can call institution in dispute redressal mechanism. So we can find, so this is mechanism and these are institution. Mechanism means how the dispute is redressed, how the dispute is solved, and these are various institutions that help in NGT is part of tribunal. NGT is part of tribunal. We can add this actually dispute grievance, that it is grievance, Lokpal and Lokayut. NGT is part of that tribunal. Yes. Ombudsman system. So this is what we call that these are dispute redressal mechanism and the institution. So when a question come, what is the need of dispute redressal mechanism and what are the institution dealing with this? You write all this institution. So one question come, if come, there is one question in mains. In prelim also question may be come that which of the following institution is related to dispute redressal? Which of the following institution is related to redressal of dispute? So that you can write. You can easily write a question. So now we will deal that what is the need? What is the need of alternative dispute redressal mechanism and why we establish this? Okay, so next we discuss need of ADR. What is the need of ADR when we have judiciary? Okay.